Well, that was special as the thumbnail indicates. Trent with two, a dominating display. Fullback who is pretty much a midfielder. Now, people want to talk about his defensive frailties and all that sort of stuff, but when he's at Anfield or when he's in a very dominant Liverpool attack, where Liverpool are playing well as a team, everything's working out, he is, bar none, one of the best in the world when it comes to attacking from deep. And we saw that in this game because he's got himself a nice free kick, ended up deflecting or ricocheting rather off Leno's head back into the net, so dubbed an own goal. Harry Wilson ended up equalising for Fulham, which is who we played. Then McAllister, Mac 10, let's rip from 35, 40 yards out, just says, thank you for coming, just bang, hits this thunder bastard and just flies into that top net. Absolute cracking goal. First goal for him for Liverpool after a few weeks of very good, consistent displays. The Man City game last week, he was arguably one of our better players on the pitch. Even though he's not a defensive mid, he is doing what he probably needs to do the way Klopp has instructed them to do. And speaking of instructing, we conceded a couple more goals. Not the best defending. One little tap in. One was a header at the back post. And, you know, it's one of those things you just say to yourself, yeah, we need to be doing much better. I mean, ain't nothing else you can do but say our defense needs to be shored up. Now, of course, we don't have Alisson in goal and Kelleher was playing, and Kelleher had a fantastic game against Lask, but, I mean, you want to compare Lask to Fulham, yes, maybe they're Fulham not being, you know, where they probably want to be, but they're still a decent team. If they could just score more goals, and evidently they come to Anfield, they score goals, they could be in a better position on the table. But they end up going 3-2 up. It's the 80th minute. Klopp brings on Endo. Now, I take the piss out of some football fan creators with their live reactions. Sometimes it's Said with Manchester United. Who else have I done? I think I've done a couple of fans of Arsenal, just I hate over the top reactions. Over the top reactions piss me off so much. It's a triggering point for me. I absolutely hate it because they're celebrating a goal with a fist pump or giving like a fuck yes, let's go. And there's another thing just like yelling, acting like a buffoon and a clown in front of a camera behind a microphone or in front of a microphone, whatever you want to say, right? But Hassan from This Is Football, he had a Mark Goldbridge moment. And when I say Mark Goldbridge moment, he said something before the complete opposite happened.
Now you bring on Endo. This loss is on 100% on Klopp today. Absolutely dreadful substitutions.
A few moments later.
Oh my God! Wataru Endo! The warrior! The soldier! Let's go!
12 seconds later.
Trent with a shot! Liverpool! Goal!
Big ups to Hassam and This Is Football. Link to that stream posted down below. Check it out for yourselves if you want to. And also his channel as well. He has some great panels. I have to say I enjoy when he has the All-Stars or the A-listers. I forget what it's called, my bad, even though I don't pay attention to the show name sometimes. But El Ahwa, when he gets all of Arab football on together, that is just crazy for me. As an Eastern European living with Arabs as well, like friends and shit like that, like it does make me laugh. I understand how it goes. But anyways, let's talk about the game, because first of all, we got to mention Trent. He was absolutely fantastic. And as much as we can read into some of these score aggregators and apps and things like that, they're not always going to be the most accurate. But I mean, if you want to look at FootMob, for example, they give Trent an 8.4. He got himself 2 goals. He had an absolutely blinding game. I think he also got himself, did he get himself an assist maybe? I know Salah got an assist for the goal for Endo, and also for, it was for Endo? No, just for Endo, sorry, my bad. I think it was something else. McAllister got himself his goal. Tsimikas got the assist, actually come to think of it, for Trent's goal, the winner, because it was a header that he contested, knocked down, bang, gets himself a goal. Kelleher, not so good. 5.5. Leno as well, of course. It was a decent game. McAllister get himself the goal, Szoboszlai, but Trent, for me, was fantastic. Gakpo came on as well. He looked like he was determined. Could have had himself a goal. Obviously, Endo coming on, scoring the goal as well. It was pretty good, as we saw Hassam's reaction. But if you just look at the way the game unfolded, 20th minute we score, they equalise 24th. We go ahead on the 38th, they equalise on the 48th before the end of the first half. Then they score in the 80th, then Endo scores, and then Trent scores literally the next minute after that. So very end-to-end game. We sit second at the moment on 31 points. City with the draw to Spurs. There will be a City video coming out as well. You can check that out if you please. And Arsenal first on 33. So it's all very tight up around the top at the moment. I mean, still like between fourth and first, there's only 4 points. So if any one of us drops points and the other one wins, then like if Arsenal were to draw and then we were to win, then we would go, equal at least. It's very tight, very, very tight. But just checking out some of these stats, 61% possession, 39 for Fulham. And Fulham are, look, they're no mugs specifically themselves. They're like 14th at the moment. They're obviously well above the relegation spaces, but they do concede a lot of goals. They don't score a lot of goals. And Liverpool just have it in them to have one of these games. So they had 9 shots, 5 on target. We had 26, 12 on target apparently. 4 big chances, which I think we scored from all of them. They had 2. But we missed a lot of chances as well. Salah, before we ended up getting that Endo goal, he hit one straight over, like right in front. Nunez had a sitter as well that he missed. And Darwin with his new haircut. Don't know what's going on there, but cool. Whatever. Not here to judge haircuts. I mean, I'm rocking a mullet, so who am I to talk? Entertaining, very end-to-end. It'll be one of those Premier League classics you'll probably see in a few years' time. But what I want to reference specifically is the way that the game unfolded, because we weren't playing our best, arguably. You say 60% possession, all the shots in the world, nothing on target, which sucks, which you're going to get every now and again. But the fact that this Liverpool team, even without Alisson in goal, Matip coming off injured, Endo coming on, McAllister coming off, Szoboszlai coming off, and Szoboszlai has been probably one of our better midfielders. Gravenberch as well coming off. Endo came on for Gravenberch, as you heard Hussam do his little bit there. Not happy with the Endo sub, and then ends up scoring a goal. Make of that what you will. But it just goes to show that there are goals in this team from players you don't expect. I mean, McAllister's bomb was great. It does get a little bit concerning. I think I referenced this a few videos ago, that if our front line doesn't score and our midfielders do, that's all good and well. But if our front line and midfielders don't score, and Trent ain't going to be scoring every week for you, it's nice that he's got himself 3 goals in 2 games and a few assists, within the Europa League and the Premier League and all that. It is a little bit worrying because Nunez has to get himself another goal in the Premier League. Salah's still doing his bits. He's still waiting for his 200th. Diaz is doing little bits and pieces here and there. But it is coming up to that period now in December where we're going to be playing a game every, 3 or 4 days. So there will be heavy rotation within the squad. And with Matip out, you're thinking Kanate will start. And then you also have Gomez you can probably put in there. If you're not going to start Gravenberch, you can start Gakpo, for example. Obviously, Jota's out, and it's Jota's birthday. So happy birthday to Jota. And he'll be out for a bit. And it is one of those things where you say to yourself, okay, this is all good and well, but even with players off the bench, like an Elliott or a Jones, there is still something to be said about this Liverpool team. Now, obviously, we will have more tougher games. We have Sheffield United away next game. And then I think we've got another one away or something or other. But the big game everyone's looking for at the moment is that December 16th against Manchester United. And a lot of people are saying Alisson's not going to be back. Some are saying Alisson will be back. Is it smoke and mirrors from Klopp? We'll wait and see what happens. But I'm thoroughly enjoyed with the win. And by the way, if anyone caught my League Under video, I appreciate that. I haven't checked comments or the response. People may have hated it. People may have liked it. I'm just trying to give you my, objective/subjective opinion, if that makes sense. But you can not play well and still win, but find things to be critical of. I'm critical that we gave away so many opportunities for them to score. On another day, they don't get a sniffer goal. Maybe they pull one back after it's 3-0 in the 85th minute, for example, right? Something has to be done where we're not going to be giving up that much possession. But again, it could just be a one-off game where we have a brain fart and these things happen and then we move on to the next and then we end up winning 3-4-0 away to Sheffield United. Touch wood, you never know with these things, okay? Apparently they're going to sack their manager and they could have a new manager in. Could be that new manager bounce bullshit, which I hope it isn't. And we'll see what happens. But there'll be better channels out there equipped to give like a full breakdown and a tactical analysis and shit. I'm just giving you my initial thoughts. I'm happy we won. I'm not happy that we gave away so many goals and so many chances for us to concede goals. Kelleher arguably should be doing better after a great game against Lask and a few decent standing performances. But it's nice to see midfield starting to score goals. McAllister's coming in a little bit here and there. Endo, he's been shat on a lot. He's got himself a goal. People might say, well, don't let the goal blind you that he has actually done that good. Okay, that's all good and well. But if he's going to come on and get us a goal that's going to equalise the game and push us forward. And remember, this is at Anfield. If this is away somewhere else, we probably don't play like this. But we're at Anfield. We're expected to attack. We're expected to move forward. We're expected to go for it. So we are going to always go for it at Anfield. There's no chance we're going to sacrifice anything, pull out all the stops, and we're going gung-ho all the way to the very end. And it's 11 straight wins at Anfield so far this season. Long may it continue. Long may our form continue. May our injured players come back quicker and healthier. And January is coming up. Are we going to be signing any potential newbies? We shall see what happens. But that was my initial thoughts on the game. And yeah, 3 points. I'm happy. On to the next.